There's plenty of reasons I love video games. Not only do I feel like it's an escape from reality, but I feel like they take you on an emotional journey. And what makes a video game so special sometimes is when you can feel that journey through the creators. This is Chris with Platinum Reviews, and today we have the review for Eternights on PlayStation 5. Before we jump into the review, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to me. Without further ado, let's jump right in. In Eternights, you play as a young boy who just wants love. How will he find this love, you might ask? The only obvious choice, creating a dating profile. In doing so, changing his life forever. The apocalypse happens and his life is changed. What will he do to find love? Well, good thing some girl survived. It is all about trying to find a relationship and saving the world at the same time. I won't go further into the story, but I will say the story is absolutely phenomenal. It's crazy that it was written by like one or two people. It's just really, really well done. And without spoiling anything else, I definitely say that is a high point of this game. Eternights is part dating sim and part hack and slash. And as far as the dating sim aspect, it works really, really well. Think Persona 5 with a confidant and building relationships with people, but if it was more focused on dating. Now, you have your main things where you can build up your confidence and your courage and stuff like that, which can then be used to build relationships with people. You cannot further your relationship with them until you build up your courage or whatnot. And it's done really well. I will say, like, starting off, I only wanted to be with the first person. I was like, no, there's no way. I don't, like Persona 5, I was only with Anne. Like, I was like, no, we're good. And as I was playing, these other girls were introduced, and, you know, you just start really liking their backstories and really liking the characters. The character development in this game is absolutely phenomenal. And I think that speaks volumes for this story. It's just really, really well done, and all the characters are just awesome. Now, the combat, like I said, is a hack and slash. Now, my biggest gripe with this game is probably the combat. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with the combat. It's very fun. And it managed, during the 15 to 20 hour runtime of the game, it managed to stay enjoyable the entire time. I think my biggest issue with it, though, is at hour 5 to hour 20, there's not really any difference between the combat. It's always the same thing with every enemy, which, I mean, it doesn't really get boring after a while because it's still fun, but it's just feels repetitive. Now, yeah, there's things that it changes up, like, oh, attack this enemy with lightning, attack this enemy with fire, but all the movements and everything, all the attack patterns, everything's the same. So at the end of the day, I think that is the weakest point of this game. Now, I think what the most impressive thing other than the story is how many people made this game. If you play through and you see the credits, you're going to notice one name, and this one person pretty much worked on this entire game. Now, there's a few other people that worked on the game with him, but for the most part, it was just a one-person development team. And I really think that speaks volumes for how well this game is put together. There was another indie game, and I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, that came out last year that was only one person. And if we're getting games like this that have this much heart in it from one person, I'm just really excited to see what these people can do past that. Now, as far as gripes with the game, other than the combat, I think the menu system is a little bit clunky and it feels outdated. Saving is a whole journey. You have to like click and then move over, and instead of just clicking save, you have to do all this different things to save. I just think the menu is a little bit clunky and can kind of be annoying. Other than that, though, I didn't really run into any glitches. The game runs really, really well. It's really good looking. Like, there's some scenes in there that are really, really well animated, and it looks like you're watching anime. Overall, this game is just fantastic, and I highly, highly suggest it. With the $30 price point too, why not play it? It's definitely worth it. This game managed to pull me away from Sea of Stars, which I was having an absolute blast with. It managed to pull me away from Baldur's Gate 3, which it's crazy to have a game like that magnitude, have a game like this rip me away and say, no, you're engulfed in our world now. It's just insane. Overall, this game is absolutely amazing. And for the development team to make this game for their first game and it be this good, I'm just really excited to see what they can do and what the future holds for them. You know, it's just, it speaks volumes for what they're capable of. And you can really, really see their heart in this game. Overall, I think the game is fantastic. I would give Eternights an 8.5 out of 10. And actually, currently, I will say this is my indie game of the year. It's amazing. There are some issues, like I said, there's some problems with the game, but overall, the game is definitely worth a try. If you have any questions about the game, let me know in the comments down below. Like I said, it's about $30, so it's definitely worth the price tag. It's about a 15 to 20 hour runtime, so it's definitely worth the price and definitely worth checking out. This is Chris with Platinum Reviews. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And as always, keep getting those trophies. I'll catch you on the next video.
Dude, I didn't know you were that into it.
Guys?
I'll burn it all, don't worry.